Hey y'all, name's Rufus Callahan. Up until a few weeks ago, I was a respectable accountant down in Texas. Khakis, spreadsheet, the whole tragic lifestyle. Then AI took my job. Apparently a robot can do taxes faster than me, and it doesn't even need coffee. And if that wasn't enough, my wife Darlene decided she needed a man with ambition, which is how I ended up broke and in debt. I figured that was my cue for a new beginning, new country, fresh air, fewer memories. So here I am, Norway, only place I could afford a piece of land without selling a kidney. And when I say piece of land, I mean one field, an old tractor, a trailer, and a chainsaw. That's the entire empire. Oh, and 200,000 euros in debt. But hey, maybe this property can turn a profit. Give me a little income over the next few years. Or at least keep me busy long enough to forget why I'm here. Anyway, that's enough talking. It's August. Winter's coming fast. Trees to cut, money to make, time to get to work. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. I bought plot number 58. There are a few trees on the property I can cut down and sell. That should cover the interest payments, and maybe help me buy some of the equipment I need to get this farm up and running. Let's head over and take a look at the land. I've started cutting down a few trees, trying to turn timber into cash. Right now I've got about $2,000 to my name. That barely covers the interest payment. Not exactly thriving. But I'll say this land's got potential. While I was loading logs onto the trailer earlier, my neighbor Seaman came over. He took one look at what I was doing and told me silage sells well in Norway. Long winters. Livestock's gotta eat. So now I need to figure out what equipment it takes to make silage. Problem is, that equipment isn't cheap. I'm hoping there are enough trees on this property to pay for it. When I walked the property this morning, I started getting a feel for where the fields should go. I'm going to carve out 2 large fields for grass, one between the tree lines and another down at the south end of the property. That'll be my silage operation. Problem is, I won't have time to fully prepare the fields this season. So this year, I'll probably work with the grass that's already there. It's not ideal, but it's something. and none of it matters if I don't get some cash flowing in. So I'd better head back to the woods. Alright, first load of wood's ready. Heading into town to sell it. When I talked to Seaman earlier this morning, he told me my tractor's way too weak for mowing grass and running a baler. So that's priority number 1, upgrade the tractor. After that, I'll need a mower to actually cut the grass. If I put in the work, I might be able to get one cut in August, and maybe another in November. That would be enough to get the silage operation off the ground. Alright, let's see what this load of wood is worth. Just over $4,000. Not bad. While I'm in town, I might as well check what it'll cost to get a stronger tractor. And a mower to go with it. Bad news. Way more expensive than I thought. $22,000 for the tractor, $15,000 for the mower, so I'm looking at close to $40,000. My God, my arms are killing me. But I think I finally got enough to upgrade the tractor. So far, I've made around $20,000 selling trees. And the dealer's offering $5,000 for my old tractor. That should be enough to get my hands on the new one. I would have liked to keep it, kind of as a symbol of this new beginning. But I can't afford sentiment right now. It has to go. Help fund the upgrade. Tractor and mower. This is the one I'm going with. 80 horsepower. Not huge, but enough to get me started making bales. Wow, what a beauty. Whew, stronger, faster than one I'm used to. Let's take her for a ride. Feels good. I think she deserves a name. Maybe Swifty. Yeah, Swifty's a good name. Anyway, time to get back to work. There are a few smaller trees growing out in the grass field. Those need to be cleared first. After that, I'll head back into the woods. Still got a couple more loads to sell before I can afford that mower. Alright, coming in with another load. That should cover the mower, about 15 grand. I've cleared all the small trees out of the field, so it's ready for its first cut. That's the plan for this evening. Radio on, coffee in hand. Maybe a pinch of chewing tobacco. Looking forward to that. After all this time with a chainsaw. Let's get this thing hooked up and get the mowing. By the way, when I was paying for the mower, a guy they call the milker came over. Said he's got an old windrower he'd let go for cheap. So I might just buy the milker's old windrower. Save myself a bit of money for the next stage of this silage project. Wow, that took longer than I expected. Working in the dark, dodging all those little tree stumps. I'm pretty tired now. It's been a long day, but I'm glad I managed to get all the grass mowed before the end of August. Before I call it a night, I'll head back into town, pick up the wood trailer, and load up the last of the lumber. All right, final load of lumber sold. I was going to go through the finances with you, you know, ex-accountant and all, but I'm just too tired. So that'll have to wait until tomorrow morning. For now, I'm calling it a night. See you tomorrow.